Hello guys, today in front of you is the Swatch System 51 Clouds. Now this is actually a present I bought for somebody for the holidays, and I did buy it from Swatch, so as you can see the price tag is 150 US dollars. I'm not sure if you can get it cheaper anywhere else, but it was much easier to order it from Swatch. The delivery was quick and you're guaranteed a working watch. Anyway, here's the packaging it comes in. This is the System 51, the automatic or mechanical movement, the mechanical revolution by Swatch. I'm just going to take it out of the box here. As you can see, it's pretty simple packaging. It comes in the plastic case, as most Swatches do. You get your instruction manual below here, which I don't need. And yeah, it's a pretty neat case. But here's the actual watch, as you can see. Now, the Swatch System 51 is definitely a pretty big step for the Swatch group. As you can see, it has an automatic movement. It's $150, and it's made by Swatch. Now, getting into some basic dimensions and specifications here, as you can see, it's in a solid plastic case here, a black plastic case. As you can see, the clouds in the background kind of looks like camouflage in my opinion. As you can see, the second hand is sweeping away there. Now, the watch is 41 millimeters in diameter, and it is 14 millimeters thick. Not the thinnest watch you can get, but I think it really suits the wrist just fine, especially on this silicone strap, which is actually very comfortable. Now, this watch itself has a disposable movement, as you might have noticed. Well, let's get into that a little bit later. The crown itself is pull and push. We have 30 meters of water resistance, so definitely not something to take in the water there. As you can see, the dial is quite simple. You have the little red dot states automatic Swatch. Swiss at 12. You have a date aperture at 3. You have white broad hands, white markers, and a white sweeping seconds hand. It is pretty legible with that black dial, I must admit. Now, let's get into the movement, which is the coolest part. So it's actually using the System 51 movement, which most of you guys might not be familiar with. This movement is 100% assembled by machines in ETA's factory in Bancourt, Switzerland. Even the digital printing of the patterns and designs on the rotor is a completely automated process, which is pretty much a first for any company. So definitely a big achievement for the Swatch group. So technically this is a Swiss-made watch with a Swiss-made movement, which is pretty cool for $150, right? And it's automatic. If we flip the case back, we can actually get a look at the movement. I think it's pretty cool. You see the rotor spins on the outer portion there, which really doesn't look like something like an ETA or a Sellita SW200 or something like that. It looks quite different. However, this movement does have 90 hours of power reserve, which is pretty impressive. 19 joules, 51 components, and it beats at 21,600 or 3 hertz, same as an NH35. And it's a pretty decent movement. It's obviously a disposable movement. So you cannot, open this and fix it. Obviously, you probably can if you have another Swatch movement just like this, and you need a part, you can probably swap it out if you know how to do that. I'm not sure if most watchmakers know how to do that though. So yeah, it's a pretty cool movement. Obviously, I don't know how long this will last. The accuracy is pretty good on these. First position we get self-winding, which is actually really smooth. Pretty cool there, self-winding. Pop it out one position, we get a quick set date. And then your final position, this watch does not have hacking. We can set the time here. So yeah, pretty easy to use, easy to function. Everything seems pretty nice, Obviously it's plastic, so it's very, very, very light. We get a plastic crystal. You get a nice silicone band here. The band is actually pretty comfortable, I must admit. It is labeled Swatch here on the back. It does have a keeper and then the plastic Swatch buckle here, which works just fine. It's not meant to be a huge luxurious watch. It's meant to be a usable automatic watch for a decent price. And I think it's a pretty decent watch. The accuracy stated by Swatch themselves, I believe, is actually something around plus 15 or minus 5 a day, with a plus or minus 10 seconds variable fluctuation depending on factors such as temperature, stated directly from their website. So the accuracy is not that bad and is about the same or pretty close to an ETA movement straight out of the factory, non-regulated. So I think it's pretty cool, We do not have loom on this watch, I'm pretty sure. Let me get you another look at the case back. Still have the plastic on here. Sorry about that. If I get you a little closer to look at the movement, I think it's pretty cool. It does state Swiss on the back. Yeah, just a very cool watch. Definitely something to add to the collection if you want something definitely very different and, revolutionary. I have a 6.5-inch wrist, so let's see how it looks on my wrist. There is the System 51 Clouds on my 6.5-inch wrist. It is quite chunky, I must admit, but it feels right. It's definitely very legible at all angles. The band itself is actually really comfortable. I was quite surprised by that. It is signed with Swatch on the buckle. And all around, a very cool looking watch. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Swatch System 51 Clouds. This was released a couple of years ago. There are a bunch of new versions. Obviously now they have metal cases and a bunch of different versions, but I happen to like this one the best. This is not for me. This is a present, so I will not be wearing this. But I'm definitely thinking about buying one for myself. Maybe in the metal case. I don't know. I kind of like this plastic case though. Seems like a good watch for vacation or something like that, even though you can't take it in the water. I really can't complain for $150 getting a Swiss-made watch with a Swiss-made mechanical movement. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below as usual. Hope to see you guys real soon. Definitely hit that subscribe button. You can find helpful links down in the comment section or description below. And I will see you guys real soon. Bye.